Guys, I have been waiting patiently for this day. Pre-orders just went live in America for the new LG 45-inch 5K2K or 4K ultra-wide monitor. And if you pre-order it now, it's showing that you can get it in estimated between April 1st and 14th for fastest delivery, and then April 3rd to 17th, I think for Prime members is a little faster. But regardless, I have been waiting patiently for this day, and I am just so freaking excited. I put my pre-order in as soon as I saw it. I saw like a Reddit post on the ultra wide master race subreddit, which was posted like 6 hours ago. I put in my pre-order about like 2 hours ago at the time of this recording this video, but regardless, got it in. It's showing my estimate is between the date that was showcased there, and I'm just really excited to get my hands on this. Now let me just say this before we begin. There's two variants. The bendable version does not come out until later this year. We don't know if it's going to be 3 months or later this year. I don't have any inside information. I did email LG about possibly getting my hands on a test demo unit. They haven't responded, but you know, fingers crossed, because I am getting the non-bendable version, but I would still love to be able to test the bendable version as well. So this monitor, first and foremost, is $2,000. By the end of the year, it might be on sale, maybe at earliest next year. But right now, if you want the newest and greatest, and in my honest opinion, this is looking at being, and even from what the videos and clips I've seen from CES, and I watch every single freaking one, this is looking like it's going to be the absolute end game monitor. And I see some people have specific caveats with, you know, it being at 165 hertz and then also having a matted display and other just different stuff like that. And I do have my own grievances with that. And the 800R curve is also very aggressive. I've never seen one in person. From the videos I've seen online, it does look pretty cool for gaming and different stuff like that. But when I get my hands on it, I'm gonna also test it for productivity and different stuff like that. But like, just on paper and from what I've seen, like, this legitimately just looks like the perfect monitor. It's ultra wide, it's 4K, it's OLED, it has 1300 nits of brightness, and it also has a mode that also allows you to do 1080p 330 hertz. And there's something that's really cool that I think somebody's gonna be able to do something with that, which I'll talk about that in a second. But let's go across the spec sheet, because there's a lot to freaking talk about with this display. So first and foremost, this is the first and of its kind, especially the bendable version. But like, this is a resolution that I've wanted on a ultra wide monitor for the longest. And you might be saying, Lord Civic, doesn't the Samsung G9 57-inch OLED, not OLED, 57-inch display exist? Yes, it does. And a lot of people are asking, Lord Civic, were you gonna get it? And two reasons I did not get it. 57-inch is way too large for me. 49 inch is already really like pushing the envelope as much. Like, I've gotten used to it, but like, I cannot do anymore. Also, I am in my OLED era. OLED everything. I never thought we would get ultra wide OLEDs. When the G9 OLED was announced, I was just like, what? And then all the other OLEDs and all the different stuff that's come out. I've gotten the Switch OLED, Steam Deck OLED, my TV's OLED, my PG-32 CDSM is OLED, which is my current best favorite monitor ever. But I'm pretty sure from what it looks like, this LG Ultra Gear is going to be my new favorite monitor. And then there's the non-bendable version, which is what I'm getting. And then there's the bendable version. But like, dude, this thing looks so freaking sick. Also, what it's saying was saying that at the beginning, as I said, it's 45 inches compared to the 49 inch and 57 inch. So that means with a smaller display, there's going to be more pixels per inch, which allows, like, obviously 4K is super sharp and it's going to be good across like any amount, not any size display, but most size displays. And it's going to look super sharp on this Ultra Gear right here. Obviously not as sharp as say something like the PG-32 UCDM or PG-2070 UCDM or whatever, but it's going to look very, very sharp. And I'm super excited to see it across a 45-inch display. 4K at 1300 nits and all that different stuff is going to be just bonkers. So as I said, 1300 nits, deep blacks, brilliant color. I love LG's panels. I believe, do Samsung and LG use the same panels? Regardless, this is going to be 4K now instead of the G9 OLED that I have, which is 1440p. So I know it's going to be an improvement, and I think they're going to be using because like there's like QD OLED version 3 and version 4 panels. I think this is going to be like a new version of a panel, even though it's like a matted display. Anyway, excited to see it. Now, this part I really wanted to talk about, I wanted to highlight, and I think it's going to be really cool. So, I'm just theorizing. I might be completely wrong. I might just be spitting foolishness or whatever, but the limitation a lot of times with these displays has been that the DisplayPort, literally without DSC, was not capable of reaching these ridiculously high refresh rates and resolutions. Now, obviously, I think it's pretty obvious that by next year or the following year, a version of this monitor is going to come out with 240 hertz or maybe even 360 hertz. I doubt 360 hertz, but these new display ports and HDMI cords are capable of reaching like what, up to 12K 120 fps. It might not be that high, but I know it's like extremely high. But basically, the bandwidth on these new cords are ridiculous, and we're not going to be seeing displays or whatever that maxes them out for a long while. So this monitor is locked at being able to do the 5K2K mode at 165 hertz natively, but is it possible that somebody can, you know, mod it or create some like software or whatever? I don't know. Maybe I said I might just be spewing foolishness. Maybe I don't fully understand it, but like from what I'm know, because I've seen people overclock TVs and monitors above the refresh rate that they were, and there were display cord limitations at the time. So theoretically, I think it would be possible, especially since it can reach 330 hertz in 1080p mode, but I don't know. We'll see. It's a cool feature on top of it. Honestly, if anything, it really just adds cost to the monitor being able to have a 330 hertz mode, but you know, it leaves it open that maybe through a update software or somebody modding it or whatever, that we can get the 5K2K 330 hertz, which I don't think it'll be reached that high, but 5K2K 240 hertz should be more than possible theoretically with what the technology that we have. And also, last thing, DisplayPort 2.1 is going to be really freaking cool. And for the longest, even on my G9 OLED, I was not able to reach 5120 by 1440p at 240 hertz. Like, it just wasn't attainable. But when I knew Astro 5090, you know, these resolutions and these FPS that seemed impossible is now like, you know, possible, which is so freaking cool. Very low near instantaneous response time, which I'm excited to see that. OLED displays have crazy response time and it feels immediate. Anytime I play on my PG32 UCDM, I'm playing some Marvel Rivals or anything with like quick and twitchy shooter, like I feel like I'm just like locked into it. DisplayPort 2.1 support, which is chef's kiss. It also has two HDMI 2.1 ports, which is really freaking cool, and you'll be able to charge your USB-C stuff as well. But this having DisplayPort 2.1 is a necessity, I think, at this point. Every gaming monitor going forward, especially the high end, not especially the high ends, all of them should be going forward. If you're a high end gaming monitor, then it should definitely have 2.1 DisplayPort. And as I said before, I do think that somebody's gonna push it above the base refresh rate of the monitor theoretically. It supports FreeSync and G-Sync, which honestly at this point is a necessity in every gaming monitor. 45 inches is going to be chef's kiss with the PPI on it and different stuff like that. And then also the monitor, unlike a lot of ultra wides, is not small vertically. It is also not as tall, not as long as it is horizontally, but it is tall vertically as well, which is gonna be basically like having, God, I'm so excited for this monitor. So basically like having a TV at your desk, it just happens to be ultra wide and happens to be OLED, happens to be 165 hertz. God, this, and it happens to have a 1300 nits brightness level, dude. 800 R curve. I've never had a display with this much of a curve, which I am kind of hesitant to, but from what I've seen online, I can't really get a full grasp of it, how it is going to be when I play on it, but it's going to be really freaking cool. So this has an anti-glare matted display, which is going to be perfect for you people that have, you know, like a lot of lights in your room or direct sunlight on your displays, which you shouldn't have direct light on your OLEDs, at least strong direct light, but regardless. It does have speakers, which, you know, I have my KEF LS50 wireless 2s, so I'm not going to really be using them. But from what I've heard, these speakers that are on these monitors are actually pretty darn good. Comes with the 2-year limited warranty and panel care, which is awesome. It is supposed to have the what is this? Is it supposed to have the it's not PPI, is it? I don't know. Samsung has this feature where you can basically, you know, split your monitor in two and have like split your monitor in two and have 2 different like inputs or whatever. I don't know if you'll be able to do that here. The Switch app transferring your screen to a multitasking hub for work gaming. Oh, I mean, it says work and gaming, so I'm guessing you can probably play your PlayStation or your Switch on one side and then use the other side as your PC. I don't know if it's talking about like cloud gaming or whatever, but oh, it has a built-in web OS. That's actually pretty cool. Then right here we have the unlock your gaming potential. Oh, these are like, you know, the basic features that you find on every LG high-end display. Action sync, black stabilizer, which is pretty cool. FPS counter, which is pretty cool as well, and crosshair. Battle station, go big with the virtual borderless. Is that talking about the stands? I think it's talking about the stand. Hexagonal backlighting, that's the moon. Okay. But yeah, no, these are all the raw specs. Like, dude, I'm telling you, this monitor looks like it's something special, man. It really does. I am so excited for this thing, man. Like, I was planning on making a video like either today or tomorrow, and then I just saw that pre-orders went live, and I was just like, yeah, I gotta make the video now. But like, dude, if you did not know about this, like, you gotta get tuned in. Like, this is like what I've been waiting for. I remember I got my first ultra wide monitor in like what, 2016, 2017. It was the X34, and I got the X34P, and then I got the X35, and then I got the G9 Neo, and I got the G9 OLED. And it was just like, it's only been like a year and a half, but like, I was not planning on upgrade for my G9 OLED anytime soon. I was just like, there's not going to be any monitor that is going to just like be the all of like everything, like 4K ultra wide. And also it's 21:9. I didn't say that. It's 21:9 by 32:9. Instead of 32:9, which 32:9 support has gotten better, but like 21:9 is basically supported in like every modern. No, that's a lie. It's not supported in every modern game, because obviously there's the outliers like Elden Ring, and I think Monster Hunter did not support 32:9, but like I saw Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. That's gonna be like the first game I play on this display. Has excellent ultra-wide support. Does not support HDR, but you could just use RTX HDR, which I've heard is really good on the game when dialed in and stuff like that. But like, dude, this thing just looks so freaking good. I already got my pre-order in. I'm super excited. LG, if anybody from LG is watching this video, please, I would love to get my hands on the bendable version to test and different stuff like that between work and productivity. The 900R to like, what is it, like 1800R or whatever? I don't know. Regardless, this monitor's sick. Super excited. Got the 5090 Astral. Just got the AMD 9950X3D. Excited to test and do the builds and stuff like that. But regardless, make sure to stay tuned in. Once I get my hands on this monitor, you're gonna see a stupid amount of gameplay on it with this absolute beast of a battle station that I built. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and with saying that, hope you guys have a great day.